May I get the spelling of your first and last name?
It's Keyana, Keyana.
Can I get the spelling of your last name?
Clark, Clark.
If your first name is Keyana,
Right.
last name Clark.
Yes. Do you give education on what's crimes and what the FBI investigates and how to get investigation for criminal activity, a conspiracy to violate civil rights crimes?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Okay. Can I, with this tip line, do you give education on what the FBI investigates and where to go?
FBI takes in federal violations.
Okay. Do you give education on what is a federal violation? And
if you want to know what a federal violation is, you can go on Google and type in the federal violation.
So you don't? So do you give like direct a party towards the right avenue for justice? Can you do that, or that's not part of the job duty?
Sorry, ma'am, but you're speaking way too fast, and I cannot understand you. Say that one more time.
Okay. Do you also give people that call direction on where to go do reports for justice?
I can advise you where to go. I can advise you to seek legal guidance if need be.
Okay, so I came in to do a report on a conspiracy to violate my civil rights, multiple parties.
Okay, just one more moment. Just one moment. I have some more questions to ask you before we get into the details of the report.
Okay.
Would you like to provide a date of birth?
Okay, can I tell you why I called? Give you some information? Okay, so I have reported to the FBI that I was targeted by multiple different police departments, and courts were committing crimes, and multiple parties were conspiring.
One moment. So you've reported to the FBI before that you have been targeted.
I can't. We've only been on the phone a little bit, ma'am. I don't know why multiple parties.
Just one moment. I'm just trying to clarify what you've just stated.
Okay.
You've been targeted by multiple different police agencies.
Right.
For what reason?
Out of corruption. I have there's some kind of connection with this stalker, that powerful stalker that I have. After I left, the powerful stalker would tell me what I was doing at home on the internet, on fake pages, and in YouTube chats. So I left to go to a domestic violence place because the police wouldn't do anything about him. I told them that I suspected cameras was where I was living. And they wouldn't investigate a whole bunch. I had a break-in, car window busted out. Police wouldn't do anything. It was more like they were covering for it. A lot of crazy events happened. So I went to a domestic violence place to get education and came back. A CPS worker was lying, and I had a false arrest waiting on me when I got back.
So you got arrested?
Right, out of corruption. Yes, and then in addition to that, also, I love my children, and I was really close with my children, and they set up a scheme to sabotage my rights as a parent. Okay, so I went to report all of this and had paperwork and evidence and showed it to an FBI worker that was on duty. She told me to come back. So I came back and they set up a scheme to prevent me from having access to the FBI. Handcuffed me.
Okay, hold on. So now you're reporting that the FBI worker set you up to not be able to report this.
Okay. The FBI worker that I did the report to told me to come back. I came back, and another scheme was set up to where I would not have access to the FBI. Not that worker. I have never been in contact with her again.
But another FBI employee.
I don't know how exactly, because I get stalked by government or entities. Okay. So this is part of the report.
Okay. This line is reserved for official FBI business related to criminal activity within federal jurisdictions or matters of national security. A review of your call history indicates you have not provided such information. If you continue to call this line for non-FBI related purposes, the FBI will not take your information. Please contact 911 if you have an actual emergency. Goodbye.
This is what they gave me.
During this call, you will be asked to provide
identifying information. They were forcing me to come and use this corrupt phone. Whoever I'm calling.
To assist in investigating your tip. You do not have to provide.
Yeah, I can have your first and last name, please.
It's Keyana. Okay, before I give you my information, this is my second time calling. And workers have been sabotaging. Workers have been sabotaging my education and covering up for the crimes that I report. Are you going to do that?
Well, ma'am, before we get to what you're calling about, I'm required to ask some questions.
Well, I just want to know before I release my information again, are you going to tamper with evidence and commit crimes before I give you my information? I would like to finish talking.
I cannot speak on behalf of that. This is an
You should be not. You can't ensure me that you won't commit crimes.
If you're not going to cooperate, I'm going to terminate the call.
I just want to make sure before.
I'm trying to assist you, but you have to let me speak and ask the appropriate question.
I just want to make sure before I give you the information that you won't hang up and commit crimes and prevent me from reporting, making a tip.
Ma'am, like I've stated, this is an intake facility only. So, would you like to provide your last name?
Okay, so if I want education on what crimes are being committed, that.
All right. Ma'am, I'm going to terminate the call due to non-cooperation. Thank you for calling the FBI. Have a great day. Goodbye.
It was he gets off on this.
Hello. Thank you.
I mean, it must be great for him.
This is not a 911.
It was really bad before because he knows that I'm going to be fighting for my life and he's controlling all of it. So I mean, he just gets a kick out of it, controlling these people and having them, like puppets, commit crimes to cover for him. For whatever reason that is. And how many people think a stalker controlling the government is dangerous?
Recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes. If you do not wish to be recorded, please hang up and submit your tip online.
On the FBI, can I have the spelling of your first and last name, please?
And my first name is Kiana, Keyaana. My last name is Clark, Clark.
My first name was Keyaana. Last name Clark, Clark.
That's correct. Yes, can you not hang up because I want education, and all the operators that I've ever spoke with on this line were covering for the crimes that were happening to me, which I thought was a crime, tampering with evidence.
Okay, ma'am, can you tell me why you're calling the FBI today?
Can I ask a question? I have some questions that in their education I'd like to get for the FBI, and all of the representatives that I've talked to were denying me education.
This line is for the public to report crimes to the FBI. Do you have a crime you're calling to report today?
Yes. Okay, so public corruption, what does that consist of?
Ma'am, again, are you calling to report public corruption?
Yes.
Okay, can you provide me the information about what you're reporting?
Okay, so I'm targeted by multiple different police departments. They're corrupt, and out of profit, I've been arrested in the teens. And out of corruption, my child. Hold on. I'm not finished. I'm sorry.
Ma'am, you need to answer my questions. How are you targeted by police?
Multiple false arrests. They stalked me, sabotaged child support payments, my phone service.
Okay, ma'am, this line is reserved for official FBI business related to criminal activity within federal jurisdictions or matters of national security. A review of your call history indicates you have not provided such information.
Oh, well, let me tell you. Hold on, don't hang up. I got to tell you about what happened in jail. Are you covering for a crime, sir? Hold on. I got to tell you about my civil rights being violated and my right not to go to. They wouldn't let me go to court. I hung up. It's sick. I mean, what else is needed? I don't.